I'm so disappointed in the fact that you're the one that wanted to be the villain. Embrace it. Be the villain. Be it. You wanted it. You said it. Now enjoy it and stand 10 toes deep in it and say it with your chest. They are watching because of me too. Even when you know they're not. We all know they're not.
Angel Reese didn't hold back after hearing that Caitlin Clark is back from her injury. And yes, the tension is heating up fast. Is Caitlin stealing the spotlight again? It's starting to look like one of the most intense rivalries in sports today. Emotions are high, reactions are going viral, and let's just say, the post-game moments were tense. From sharp comments to cold glances, this story has everything: competition, drama, and two top athletes who clearly aren't backing down. Stay tuned, this rivalry is only getting more interesting.
I told myself is like, there's no point in complaining. Everybody's dealing with it. It's not any different.
It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
What's your welcome to the WNBA moment, if you could have one?
Ooh.
Welcome to the W.
I tell people this. It was early on. I want to say it was like our 10th game of the year. We're playing in New York versus Liberty, who ended up winning the championship this year.
Yep.
And somebody set a screen on me, and like I hit my ear like just perfect on the girl, where like my eardrum popped.
Just like that, the spotlight swings back to Caitlin Clark. Fresh off her recovery, she's ready to return to the court, and everyone's watching. If Angel Reese thought the attention would stay on her a bit longer, she might be in for a reality check. This league may be all business on the surface, but sometimes, it feels more like high school drama, just with national TV coverage and major headlines.
RG3, he said after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese and the aftermath, there is no way Angel Reese can continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate. And I'm like, you got that from a foul?
And NBA players. What about when somebody tackled you? Do you feel like they really
even if you felt like it was a dirty hit and you hopped up and was ready to fight, does that automatically mean?
Let's be real, Caitlin Clark's return isn't just about basketball. It's about owning the story. She's the headline, the twist, the star everyone's been waiting for. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has been putting in the work, grabbing rebounds, making big plays, and posting the occasional mysterious tweet. But when Caitlin just walks onto the court for practice, that alone makes headlines. It's the kind of buzz you'd expect if Taylor Swift dropped a surprise album. The reaction is instant and huge.
Evaluated this weekend, so I missed this weekend's game, but after that it's, day by day and see how I feel and just kind of turn to the medical staff and what they think. But I feel like I've made a lot of progress and I feel good, and I'm not going to rush coming back. It's just not worth it. But after this weekend I'll be reevaluated and we'll have a better idea of when I'll return.
Is maybe a possibility, or?
We'll see. I think, we're trying not to put like an exact date out there because it is kind of a day by day thing, and see how I feel. And, this type of injury, like, you don't know when I wake up, I'll feel, different than the day before, and we'll see. It could be a possibility, but I could also not be available.
Angel Reese sees exactly what's going on, and she's not thrilled. The cameras that once followed her every move, from her intense stare-downs to her bold post-game comments, are now focused squarely on Caitlin Clark. The buzz has shifted, and so have the headlines. Not long ago, fans were debating whether Angel was the true face of the league. Now, those same conversations have flipped. People are asking if Caitlin is the next Steph Curry, or maybe just a budget version. Either way, Angel isn't laughing.
Presence, just being there, change them. That's it. Like, you can sit here and come up with 1,000 different reasons for why. There's one why. That makes two. One why. And it's Caitlin Clark. She is the why. She is the reason. She is the box office. She is the game changer. She is that woman. She is her. Her performance today, dealing with a leg injury, whatever that leg injury is, I don't think she should play again the rest of the preseason if she doesn't have to, until she's won.
We all remember what Angel Reese said loud and clear. This league isn't about one person. It's not the Caitlin Clark show, with everyone else just tagging along. Angel's message has always been about balance, reminding people that Caitlin isn't the only reason the WNBA is growing. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment Caitlin laces up her sneakers again, the spotlight shifts completely. It's like half the internet forgets anyone else is even playing. Angel's double-doubles? Treated like background noise until the main character came back from commercial break, and you can see the frustration. Angel's putting in the work, taking hard hits, handling online hate, facing the media, and still showing up strong. Meanwhile, Caitlyn says she's feeling good and suddenly it's headlines and hero talk all over again. Angel has every right to be fired up. She's been carrying the weight, and it feels like the credit is always going somewhere else.
All the Angel Reese apologists sitting here and telling me, well, why are you talking about ticket sales and attendance and ratings? Why do you think? Why do you think? We talk about that because she talked about it. She told us that everybody's watching because of me too. If she had never said that, then the Angel Reese fans who all suck wouldn't have jumped on it. If she had said, I don't know, it's exciting to be a part of the new age of women's basketball, and I'm so excited about it, and not said no bullshit like, we're going to look back in 20 years and realize that, people watch women's basketball.
The WNBA's hottest rivalry just got even more intense. Angel Reese didn't hold back after learning Caitlin Clark was back from injury, and the tension is heating up fast. Is Caitlin stealing the spotlight again? It's starting to feel like one of the most intense rivalries in sports today. Emotions are high, reactions are going viral, and the post-game moments? Let's just say they're getting harder to ignore. From sharp comments to icy looks, there's no mistaking the tension. These are two top-tier athletes, and neither one is backing down. Just like that, the spotlight swings back to Caitlin Clark. Fresh off recovery, she's ready to return to the court, and all eyes are on her. If Angel Reese thought the cameras would stick around her a little longer, this might be a tough pill to swallow. The league may be full of professionals, but sometimes it really does feel like high school drama, only this time, it's got ESPN production value. Let's be honest, Caitlyn's return isn't just about basketball. It's about taking over the story. She's the headline, the twist, the main event. Meanwhile, Angel's been grinding, pulling down rebounds, blocking shots, and posting those mysterious tweets that always get fans talking. But Caitlyn? She just walks into practice and steals the news cycle. One step on the court, and it's like a pop star dropped a surprise album, chaos, everywhere, and Angel? She sees it all happening. The same reporters who once hung on her every word are now chasing down Caitlyn's PR team. The same fans who debated whether Angel was the face of the league are now back to asking if Caitlyn is the next Steph Curry, or just a discount version. Either way, Angel's not impressed. She's been saying it from the start, this league isn't built on one person. It's not just about Caitlin Clark and whoever's lucky enough to share the court with her. Angel's whole message has been about pushing back on the idea that one star player is carrying the WNBA with a jump shot and a sneaker deal. But here's the messy part, every time Caitlyn returns, it's like the rest of the league fades into the background. Angel's 15-point, 10-rebound nights? Treated like filler episodes while fans wait for the real show to come back on. You can practically feel Angel's frustration through the screen. She's the one taking hard fouls, dealing with online trolls, answering tough questions, and catching elbows in the paint. Caitlyn shows up, says she's feeling good, and suddenly she's being treated like the second coming of Michael Jordan, and honestly, Angel Reese has every right to be frustrated. She's doing the work. She's earning her spot. And she's old, but let's give her credit, she hasn't been the pettiest player out there. Sure, she's had her moments, a dramatic walk-off here, a well-timed side-eye there. But for the most part, she's kept things close to the game. Others? Not so much. We're seeing cryptic Instagram unfollows, like fans are tracking a celebrity breakup. Post-game interviews sometimes sound more like passive-aggressive tweets than sports analysis. And some of the fouls happening out there? They're starting to look less like basketball and more like tryouts for professional wrestling. It's wild because the league is stacked with talent. But the moment anything happens around Caitlin Clark, whether she takes a hit or just ties her shoes, it goes viral. She sneezes, and it's trending like a political scandal. Meanwhile, the rest of the roster is playing in the background. Angel has worked hard to earn her spotlight. But Caitlyn is the spotlight, whether she wants to be or not. She could trip over the ball, and someone would turn it into a viral video with Beyoncé music and an inspirational caption. So when Angel sees those cameras swinging back, quickly and completely ignoring everything she's done, of course she's upset. Not just a little annoyed. We're talking full-on slam the locker, all-caps group chat kind of mad, because really, how many highlights does a player have to make before people remember her name after the final buzzer?
She seeks that attention, right? And another thing is, it's obvious she's jealous of Caitlyn. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlyn. I haven't yet to see Caitlyn even respond to her yet. Have y'all?
No.
So when you asking me like, yo, I get it, everybody's watching girls, women's basketball now, who's the real reason? Well, yes, you are right. Reese has a small amount of that, right? But the other real credit goes to Caitlin. Not just because what she's doing outside the court and she's waving her hand and all that. It's because she's giving buckets in basketball, right? And she looks like Steph Curry.
And here's the thing, Caitlin Clark isn't even doing it on purpose. That might be the most frustrating part. She just exists, and the spotlight follows her. Competing with her is like trying to outshine the sun. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here giving passionate press conferences that sometimes sound more like journal entries. Dear Diary, today I was overshadowed by America's favorite three-point shooter, again. The tension? It's thick. You can feel it. Angel's not just upset, she's mentally building her case. Slide 1, why I deserve more credit. Slide 2, everything I did while Caitlin was sidelined. Slide 3, probably just a slow zoom on Caitlin smiling, with a tiny animated flame in the corner, because let's be honest, this league might not be built on one player, but the media doesn't always act like that's true. Every time Caitlin's name hits a headline, you can imagine Angel's frustration rising. The respect she's earned? Put on hold. Caitlin's story? Polished up and center stage again, and through it all, the drama keeps rolling. The immaturity isn't subtle. Some players can't take a loss without posting cryptic Bible verses or liking shady tweets. Professionalism isn't gone, but it's definitely taking a long break. Sportsmanship? Still there, in theory. This isn't just a rivalry. It's starting to look like a group project gone wrong, where everyone's arguing over who deserves credit, and Caitlin walks in, breathes, and gets an A+.
Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and it's so obvious. You don't give this type of reaction for a common foul. That is a regular basketball foul. Caitlin Clark hit ball, but Angel Reese decided to flop like she's Draymond Green and act like she got shot in the streets and hood of Chicago. But then when you ask a question after the game in the press conference, you say basketball play, refs got it right, move on. But you clearly had a hard time moving on after that foul. And Caitlin Clark threw some shade at Angel Reese, rightfully so. That's just a good take foul. Either you let Angel get a wide open two-pointer, which I don't think she was going to make. Have you seen?
So yes, Angel Reese is angry. And it's not just because Caitlin Clark is back, it's because she knows exactly what comes with her return. Non-stop interviews, think pieces, viral clips, and endless comparisons. And through it all, Angel has to smile, nod, and act like it's just another day at the office. But behind that smile is a silent scream. This league isn't just Caitlin Clark. Too bad most people aren't listening. They're too busy watching Caitlin's layups in slow motion, set to inspirational piano music. This is where the WNBA starts to feel more like a reality show than a professional sports league. The drama is constant, the tension is thick, and the egos? Big enough to power their own city. Let's call it Shadeville. Population, players with a chip on their shoulder and highlight reels from 3 seasons ago. Some athletes walk around like they reinvented the game because they once made it past the first round of the playoffs or got recognized at an airport Starbucks. They want the star treatment, the brand deals, and the attention. But then they put up 3 points on 14 shots and call it just an off night. Let's be honest, it's not quiet, it's just not good, and that's exactly why Caitlin Clark stands out. Not because she talks louder or tries harder, but because her game demands respect. She steps on the court and instantly becomes the player everyone can't stop watching. Deep threes, flashy passes, smooth crossovers, she plays like a human highlight reel. It's not hype if it's backed up with results.
White sports supporters, well, this is not good for Angel Reese. You see, there has been one media outlet that has done everything possible, that is the gold medalist of mental gymnastics, to try to prop up what has been a very benign Angel Reese this season. Let's be honest. There's been a lot more lowlights than there's been highlights this season. And I did a video the other day. She is the worst shooting player in the league when it comes to layups, and she takes the third most in the